It's November 21st, 2016. The shark head didn't work. We played a backup goalie. And we just came back from a road trip. And we won? We won? And not just what we won. We shut out the New Jersey Devils 4-0. Welcome to Pucknology After Dark after a stunning and surprising 4-0 victory over Jersey's team. Wow. And we got a shorthanded goal. And we got a power play goal. The apocalypse must be happening. It must be happening. Before we get into any of this, we need to remind you that Pucknology is presented by Audible. We've partnered with them to offer a free 30-day trial. You can choose from over 180,000 audiobooks and get a free audiobook to keep whether you choose to continue using the service or not. Go to audibletrial.com/PAD to sign up. You get a free book, you help support the show, and like the Sharks, everybody wins. That's audibletrial.com/PAD. Oh, yeah. All right. With that being said, let's say hello to Notch Bro, Gentry Alexander.
I'm here to meet my part-time quota on the show. So once in a week, okay, I've done it. I can leave now.
No, you can't. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
And in her lovely teal outfit, let's say hello to the lovely and talented Rocket Backhander.
Hello, everyone.
And our good friend, our colleague, Chris JWS. Jolly oh good, sir.
Here to make the tank great again.
Oh, boy. I can't top that. So we'll just say, if you want to join the conversation, you can use the hashtag on Twitter at PucknologyAD. You can follow us on there. Tonight, you have yours truly, PuckGuy14, at Chris JWS, at JAlexander46, at Rocket Backhander. Let me try it again. R Backhander 76. Yes, I should know this because it's capital R, capital B, little Backhander 76. I should know this. I am so
No
sorry.
underscore, no respect.
No respect. I do what I want.
All right. So that being said, let's talk about this thing. Chris, so, we had the coming back from road trip. No shark head for the fourth time in history. They did not skate through the shark head tonight. And we won. What gives?
It's almost like those superfluous factors actually have no bearing on whether they win or lose. Maybe, I don't know. But really, I mean, what it came down to is strong possession, and the Sharks got bounces tonight. Like, they've had some strong possession games where they just couldn't get any luck, and they had possession, they had luck, and yeah, say there's three things in life: death, taxes, and regression to the mean.
All right. Gentry, what says you?
It was nice to see Patrick Marleau looking like he actually cared. Apparently, when you put him back with the Joes, it's all of a sudden he finds his speed and he goes to those dirty areas to get nice rebound goals. I mean, I was so confused by this Patrick Marleau. I didn't know where he was most of the year, but yeah, I mean, if that's where he's gonna be, then kudos, and hey,
keep it rolling, right?
Keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Rocket, what did you take from tonight?
I took tonight. My initial sort of response to this season was I didn't want to make any big assessment of the team in the direction that they were going this season until the first major injury. With Hurdle being out indefinitely, this seems like it would be the first major injury, and I think that the identity of the Sharks is that they are just resilient as all get out. And also, if you listened to last week's episode of the Pucknologists podcast, you would know that I called this week, with the slight exception of that we lost in overtime, and I said we would win in overtime. So, yeah, I am not surprised by this at all.
And you should definitely check out every single podcast that Pucknology puts out, either on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, MySpace. you name it, and Facebook while we're at it.
Tinder.
We can get you through your entire workday. You can be completely unproductive and hear lots of hockey.
Yes, we cover the Sharks more than anybody else, right? Right. It's all right. Moving on. So Chris Tierney breaks out of his offer slump. He gets a shorthanded goal tonight. Nice 2-on-1 there. They definitely had a jump on the PK. And then the power play gets a goal as well. Chris, special teams did a nice factor, and it showed tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And something I've been saying for a while, like, especially with the power play, you knew it was going to rebound sooner or later, because this happens every year. There's always a 10 or 15 game period where the power play has a long extended slump and everyone's like, oh, it's so predictable. That same predictable power play that's top 10 every single year. So I was going back and forth with AJ on this on Twitter, but they're going to probably finish in the top 10. If they don't, I'll be shocked. And I think power play will get back on track. Whether it's back on track now, hard to say, but I think it'll definitely get there before the end of the year. And better to slump now than to slump later.
Absolutely. And now to get to get a goal is nice, and especially Couture to end up getting it was a nice touch. He's starting to kind of get out of his slump as well. Gent, albeit, he was on the fourth line. What did you take tonight from the NHL debut of Danny O'Regan?
I mean, he looks solid. It's nice to see that the Sharks can actually kind of pull guys from the Barracuda and not have it be like a what if factor, because honestly, this prospect pool from the Barracuda have been really solid this year. Danny was on that top line with LeBanc and Goldobin, and they found some chemistry. I would honestly like to see them play together in the NHL at some point. So, I mean, it's nice to see the Sharks are actually those draft picks that we kept stockpiling a couple years ago starting to come to fruition. So, hey, kudos to Doug Wilson.
Yeah, and even they had Joe Will, the Barracuda GM, talk about the upcoming development within the organization. Rocket, what did we outshot them 40-26? This kind of seemed like a classic Sharks game. That whoa, what is that noise?
It's me.
Is it you? Anyways, we'll keep going here.
Where's my phone?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Are you sure it wasn't something else?
Positive.
Way after dark. Anyway,
You were saying?
that was your cue, Puck guy, to get back to it. But
Uh-oh. Did he freeze?
Did we just go full AOL? I mean,
I think
are we at
straight
peak
AOL.
AOL? It's only November. Save your AOL game for later in the season, Eric.
I think he ran out of his trial minutes on his AOL.
He needs to get him
103 hours
another
just ran
free
out.
CD.
We'll have to go and buy something from what was it? What was the name of that store? Circuit City. Buy a computer game there that will bring him another 80 free hours of AOL. So
Mahjong 3D.
Breaking news: his computer just died.
Duke Nukem.
He'll be right back.
Okay.
So he'll be
First
back.
in.
So in the meantime, I will be your interim host here. Rocket, what's your take on sports things?
Sports things are cool, except for there's got to be a winner, and winners are good only when you understand that there are other dynamics other than winning. Somebody has to lose in order for there to be a winner, and they think it's all about winning. It's not. It's about the balance.
So in other words, when the Sharks do good, it's good.
Yes.
Very well put there.
And when the Sharks don't do good, somebody else did good.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, so my take from watching at least the early part of it, like the Sharks were buzzing, especially early, but
Yes.
I thought the Devils, part of it was also in the first period, the Devils I thought were not very good. I mean, throughout the game, it seemed like the Devils were not that great. And I think, I mean, I'm not trying to take credit away from the Sharks, but I think the Devils definitely were not playing that well. Was it just me who thought that, or I don't know, Rocket.
They were giving Thornton a little bit more space than I think they should have. He's a really easy guy to get things going in a very short amount of real estate. And he's good with making decisions in a split second. So for them to give them the kind of room that they gave him, I think was something that they probably want to think about not doing again.
Yeah, giving Thornton space, that's just a bad strategy. And on that subject, you got point number 900 as a Shark, and I would have to look up, see what the total is overall. I know it's somewhere around 1,300, give or take a little bit there. But point number 900 as a Shark. He is a free agent after this year. I would hope he's coming back, but he could well score 1,000 in a Shark sweater. I mean, holy shit. That's crazy. I'm sure you guys caught on TV that lovely little lovely little bit where they showed him up on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, that was right.
No, I just think it goes to show you how important Thornton has been for the Sharks since he was traded, since he came to us, and like the team kind of rallied, around him when he joined us. We were able to kind of get a little bit more notoriety and a little bit more respect because we had Thornton. We were able to kind of acquire good free agents. We were able to kind of it started, with Thornton, and then when he was able to use his, friendships and connections, and then we were able to get high, value players like Dan Boyle, and started to make Marlowe, less of like it's put Marlowe back in his like secondary role, which is where he wanted to be, and less of the leader. And it kind of made Marlowe, if we all remember, Marlowe was a 44 goal scorer when he was on that line with, what was it, Danny Heatley and Jumbo Joe? So
yeah, I think they both broke 40 that year, or maybe Heatley came up one short or something.
He scored 39 that year because he almost had it, but it was a tip by Marlowe at the last second and it stole from Heatley.
And other milestone, Marlowe moves into 48th all time in goals, I believe. If I don't have the notes in front of me, but I believe that's what it was as well. So big milestones for both of them tonight. And with that, it looks like we are rejoined by Eric, who re-upped his free AOL hours. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah. The funny, ironic twist, as I'm on my iPhone right now, I just recently ordered my microphone hanger thingy just right before it died on me, and as I was asking Rocket a question. So I'm powering up here, but
we're doing the show live, folks. I mean, this is it.
We do it live. We don't tape this. We don't have fancy ties. Although Mike Nevis, thank you for the nice little photo shoot that me, AJ, and Ian were on. I appreciate that. That was
really
classic.
Apparently, I need to get on more often since I never get to be in any of these things. Like, goddamn, I've been here since the beginning. All right.
You and Gentry too. So
no respect for the fourth line.
But like I said, we're holding out until Brody Brazil is our photographer for the photo shoot. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
The whole photo shoot. Anyways, back
on. You
have
to ask him 9 times.
Back on game topics. So just looking at talking about the lines tonight, like it seems like Marlowe's kind of got revitalized up there with the Joes. The Joes seem to be doing better with him there as well, because I mean that line has been a little spotty this year. I mean, part of it's been the luck has been terrible for them, but it seems like that's kind of given them a jump. It's I forget what someone was calling it, like the senior line or the old guard or something like that.
It was the all captains line.
I called it the AARP line.
Or the all caps, and just you write it in all caps.
Yeah, there you go. Then there was the Couture line, which despite his abysmal face-off percentage, he was 4 for 16 tonight, but they were still very strong on possession. They last I checked, according to Drew Weber, they were plus 19 in shot attempts, which is really damn good. But what is up with Couture this year on faceoffs? Like, I don't even know how he's been so bad.
I think it came down to, when he called out Crosby for cheating. I think it's the Crosby curse.
Yeah, he cursed himself. I agree 100% with Gentry on that one. He cursed himself when he called Crosby out for cheating.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to figure out, like, I've been trying to look for something because, like, it's been a consistent thing pretty much the entire season. He's just been really, really bad. Drew ever pointed out, though, like, it's hard to say how important faceoffs are. Like, not to say they're unimportant, but there are teams that don't win all the faceoffs and still are very successful. So it's only part of the equation, but man, that's even no matter how valuable faceoffs actually are, 4 for 16 is just brutal. That is, yeah, I don't know. What say you, Puck Guy?
Technology hates me. That's what it is. As I was continuing on, my phone died at 50%. So
wow.
It's just, I don't know what the heck is going on.
So was that like a Motorola flip phone from like the 1990s?
It's a freaking iPhone 6.
AOL?
Well, that's your problem. You need to get an iPhone 7.
Oh, good for you.
No, iPhone 6 is where it's at. I like to be able to plug in my thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, let's continue on, because not only did I have problems tonight, I guess there was some sort of power outage at the tank before the arena opened, which caused the Sharks to tweet out that the Shark head would not lower. Like I said earlier, it was the fourth time that Sharks did not skate out of the head. And I guess it did something to the NHL stats on there, because I could not get the stats page to load on NHL.com. But
a number of the stats pages all over the web tonight were either funky or not working at times. So I assume whatever service is being used, because the NHL, my understanding, outsources that and puts it on their websites from another source.
Right.
And so, yeah, a couple different sites I go to were either having issues where the stuff was not working. Like, I was looking at hockeystats.ca, and apparently the Sharks did not have a single even strength shot or a single 5v5 shot during the second period, because for some reason all the shots were showing up as 0v0. So I don't even know.
Yeah,
so I assume whatever it was had an outage.
Yeah, I'm looking on ESPN to try to get some sort of stuff, and apparently nobody had any time on ice tonight. So
yeah,
Wow.
Burns and Couture didn't have any time on ice tonight, but they got me, goals and assists. So
Well, yeah, when we know probably
Some sort of
Michael
weird
Haley was
loophole in
probably
the
bringing
rule
up the
book.
caboose.
well, hey,
Yeah.
Ryan Clough was in attendance tonight, so props to him for he used his stick when he was on the bench. So it's been proven that you can play the game without actually being on the ice.
Oh God.
Well, yeah.
I bet this game for Ryan Clough stung a little bit.
Yeah, and they mentioned it tonight, and I think a couple of people mentioned it on Twitter tonight. This is essentially his return to the tank, and unfortunately, he isn't behind the bench as an assistant coach. I think he's up in the press box or something. But yeah, he never got to come back to San Jose as a player once he left, which was disappointing on that. Chris, kind of, I hate to do this since we are live, but kind of get caught up as to where we were, what points you've talked about, so we're not redundant here.
We were talking a little milestones there and about the lines and all that. Something real quick from the chat. So on the NHL app, according to A012345, very creative name there, bro. Eric, stop butzing with your mic. The Sharks are up 4-0 with 4 shots on goal. So there you go. Where is your God now? Where are your stats now, dorks? Watch the game.
It's amazing how these things work here. Oh boy, yeah. Hey, if we could score, I mean, we'd be mad that we only had 4 shots on goal. But hey, for a perfect score on perfect shots, very nice, outstanding. Yes, Laurel,
So
do not move. I know. Back to you,
on the
Chris.
subject of Ryan Clough, I was wondering why they didn't like get him on for an interview or something. That was kind of surprising. I would have figured like they would have been like chomping at the bit, so to speak, to get him on for an interview during one of the intermissions. I mean, if the Sharks alumni comes back in that kind of capacity, I mean, when Scott Nickel or somebody came through, they'd always try to interview him, and they were playing the game, right?
Mhm.
Let alone if there's someone who's up in the press box. So I don't know. It seemed a little odd.
Hmm.
Yeah. Precisely. I thought they would have mentioned something.
They did a little bit, and they were saying that Ryan Clough, this was his first time back at the tank since he was traded, and that unfortunately he wasn't able to play against his former team because of injuries, because we all know of his concussion issues. Which sucked because he was like one of my favorite Sharks to watch, and especially when him and Couture found that great chemistry together, and I think it was like 2010, 2011. And that second line of Clough, Couture, and Heatley, I mean that line was just fun to watch, and they were like one of the most consistent lines in during that playoff run. Unfortunately, they ran into a quote unquote hot Vancouver Canucks team, and we just couldn't do anything against them.
Yeah, that series. But I was wondering, like, maybe, like, I don't know, was the departure of Clough, was it more, I don't know, was there maybe some hard feelings? That's what I wonder, because I don't think we ever heard anything one way or the other on that subject.
I wouldn't think so, because he came back. Was it last year? He had his alumni night right after he retired, and then he was a part of the behind the videos for the long Sharks holiday video last year. So I wouldn't think there's too much, if anything, if he's willing to do that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I could just be reading into something that's absolutely not there. Because, like, well, why didn't you interview? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is as sick as Rocket tonight. I know Rocket's
maybe
efforting through here.
Well, we are the media, so we have to
Person.
invent storylines that aren't there. So,
like, controversy at the tank.
Ryan Clough says "F you" to Doug Wilson. Thoughts?
Dun, dun, dun.
You won't believe what happens next.
Wow. Wow.
I feel like
Read
I
it
should
all
have, like, a
on
big
Zesty
Slurpee.
Sharks News.
I feel like I should have a big Slurpee cup and just start like pitching stories. But
What are we?
welcome to PAD.
Zesty
Ding, ding,
PAD.
Zesty.
Yes. Yeah, y'all remember that when like every Twitter account was following you? Zesty Predators News, Zesty Sharks News, Zesty BMW News.
They still follow me. Zesty Canucks News.
We need a less zesty microphone on Eric's
Right?
side right now. His microphones bring a lot of zest to the program,
Oh, way
and
too much
unfortunately,
zest.
not the good kind of zest. So,
Like I'm all into remixes and Daft Punk, but Eric, this is not the time for that. Come on,
Yeah.
get
I
your
agree.
life together.
get a zesty mic stand already.
You know what?
You're not fully clean unless you're zestily fully clean.
Well, you know what? He should start using that Wheel of Fortune money to start investing in some.
He can't, bruh. It's not February yet.
I know.
Yeah, at that point, he'll just be out, be like, "Yeah, fuck y'all. I got my money. I'm outie."
No, he'll finally upgrade his computer to Internet Explorer.
He's still using
man.
Netscape.
He's got Netscape.
Netscape
Yeah.
and Windows 3.1. Or okay, maybe he upgraded to Windows 95. Got the free CD there to go, and it came with 100 free hours of AOL.
He's got the
Bro,
screensaver set of the
computer,
flying
man.
toaster.
I think I found a flyer for a Gateway computer in his night at his house. So maybe I think he finally upgraded.
Bro, CompuServe, or at least Juno or Earthlink or something, man.
Oh God.
Like Juno.net, like it rolls off the tongue.
Here at
remember high school.
Pucknology, we like to show our age with our references.
We are brought to you by earthlink.net. Get a free email address, and you can have
If you ever died of dysentery at school, you're welcome to join the conversation.
yes, join the dysentery versation. We are way off the rails already.
Yeah, we're way off the Oregon Trail.
Going off the rails on the crazy train.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Rocket is down with the sickness.
Yeah. I got 2 different kinds of Alka-Seltzer plus 3 different kinds of antihistamines, 2 different types of Mucinex, and then some sort of weird stuff that they made me show a photo ID and they took my thumbprints for.
Did you step in a puddle of mud and catch a cold?
No, I don't know what. You know what? I went and I watched Sharks practice and Barracuda practice, and next thing you know, I had the same damn thing that all of them have. So
that's no good.
No.
You didn't get the case of mono or nothing like that, right?
I might have. God only knows.
Oh, the Gen X in the chat, Packard Bell or GTFO.
No.
Wow, dude, I know you're old, man, but holy shit. I mean, yeah, dude, go drink some of that terrible Northwestern beer and contemplate how old you are, bro.
Gonna have some Bartles and James or Zima.
Wow.
And just let that one hang in the air for a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back on track. We played a game tonight, didn't we? So just looking at it, Devils been pretty average this season. They've actually been pretty brutal on the road, which kind of lines up with the whole thing I was saying. I don't think they played all that well tonight, which I'm not trying to take credit away from the Sharks. They beat the team in front of them, whether that team was playing good or bad, doesn't matter. It's a W. So I'm not about to call some great Sharks turnaround because I think we were doing that after they won 3 straight and then they lost 2 of 3 and went to overtime in the last one. Looking at the standings here, because if the season ended today, we always have to do that. That is important thing to cover here. No, Rocket, not
no. If the season ended today, what the hell a 2-month season? That's dumb.
I mean, it happened in 2013. So
if last year ended today.
Yes, if last year ended today, but really right now we have the Sharks are second place in the Pacific Division with the Oilers still in front of them somehow. I mean,
what?
At some point the Oilers are going to remember, hey, we're the Oilers and we're eternal failure.
Well, it's because they won tonight. Otherwise, it would have been a 3-way tie in the Pacific. And hey,
they schooled Chicago tonight. They won 5-0. We'll get to the scores around the league in a few minutes here. But dang, yeah, they're 2 points ahead of the Sharks. They've also Sharks have a game in hand. So, at the season end today, the Sharks would be pretty well situated. LA and Minnesota in the wild card spots right now. But it's still early as always. No reason to panic. No reason to get too excited. Yeah, Chicago. Wow, got
playing the parade, guys.
Rushed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, plan that parade. I mean, we had a parade for winning a playoff round. So, I mean, we could go 21 points after 19 games. Woo! Parade down Santa Clara Street. Around the league, we have Buffalo beat Calgary 4-2. Rangers beat Pittsburgh 5-2. Colorado beat the normally red hot Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2 in OT. So where the hell is 10 goals tonight, guys?
Fire Tortorella.
I know, right? Lightning lost 1-3 to Nashville. I mean, they barely got on the board late in that game. They almost had a shutout. I forget who it was. I think it was Yossi got nasty injury in that game.
By a guy wearing a number 23 sweater, and his last name was Brown.
Screw that. Fuck that guy.
I hate that guy so much every time Hurdle gets hurt.
Yep, right. Pretty much. Dallas over Minnesota, 3-2 in overtime. Already mentioned Edmonton whooping Chicago 5-0. And, of course, this team, the San Jose something or other. They beat the Devils.
The San Jose NyQuil.
The Shorks.
The Shorks. Hashtag San Jose Shorks.
But if you don't mind, I'm going to interject here with.
Absolutely not.
All right, well, thank you.
Go for it.
There's just a couple of things league-wise going on. First of which, the jerseys for the Centennial Classic were unveiled today, and they're actually pretty sweet. What they did. Toronto's got a very nice blue jersey with nice silver accents to go with it. Detroit's is really nice. They have it's more of a all white jersey as opposed to on the red shoulders, but they also added like a silver stripe that actually has the years they won the Stanley Cup on them, and it's going to be a silver, red and silver wing on there, and I think they look really sweet. I don't know if you guys saw this earlier.
No, I had not.
Yeah,
I like both of them. AJ apparently thinks the Wings one sucks. I don't know why. It looks fine to me.
the wings one.
I mean, it doesn't have orange in it, AJ. What's your problem, man?
That's why I don't like it. Not enough orange.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we need some like orange lining around the wheel.
Yeah.
Well, you would think so, just because they're owned by Little Caesars and they're moving into Little Caesars Arena next year.
Hockey.
Pizza.
Yes, exactly. And apparently basketball too. The other thing too is that the league announced that the All-Star fan vote will return this season. The 3-on-3 tournament style will also return. However, to avoid the heaven forbid, let's vote for John Scott or some of that nature, they've added some rules.
So is it like
Player
super delegates or something?
It's basically, I'll go through this. Eligible players must be on an NHL Club active roster as of November 1st. Any player not on the active roster that date due to injury or special circumstances can be added when and if they return. If a player is assigned or loaned to the AHL or any other minor league team between the 1st of November to January 26th,
Unbelievable.
that player is not eligible for balloting. If it's for due to conditioning reasons, the player remains eligible. So basically, for example, if Dylan DeMello gets sent down to the Barracuda for a conditioning stint and then comes back, he would still be eligible. In the event that the vote leader is disqualified due to a minor league assignment or loan or other reason, after close of the fan vote on January 2nd, the player with the second most votes in that division will be named captain. The fans will be permitted to vote for a player from a list of all players that meet these eligibility guidelines. The list of eligibility players will be updated as players are assigned to a minor league team or return from IR. The fan vote will begin on December 1st, and additional details will be coming in the coming weeks.
So two things. First of all, man, the NHL really knows how to ruin a party. Like
Right?
that was the best part last year.
Yeah.
But the second thing is, okay, this means, okay, guys, we need to pick a player that's mediocre, but not that mediocre.
I got it.
Oh yeah, who is it?
Michael Haley.
No, he is that mediocre. No, we need someone a little less mediocre, or okay, a little less terrible. We need someone mediocre, not terrible.
Matt Nieto.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Matt Nieto for All-Star. You heard it here first. Everyone, trend that shit on
Native.
Twitter. Let's go.
Let's start the campaign right now. The producer of
Long Beach
Holiday
All-Star
Sweater and the Long Beach native, Matt Nieto.
I'm
For
making
your
buttons
consideration.
right now.
For your consideration.
Trend that shit on Twitter, everyone. Let's make it happen.
Do it.
Seriously. Let's get Matt Nieto in the All-Star game. He can give us some of his shitty raps to go with that. I mean, it would be awesome. It wouldn't be John Scott, but it would be awesome.
In the front,
All-Star swagger. All-Star swagger. I'm Matt Nieto, and I'm going with my All-Star swagger.
Yes.
And things like sharp as cheddar and stuff.
Plexi on the plexi.
Needs beats. And he
I'm
better
gonna
do
smack you in the face with the pillow.
You know what? He better produce the goal song for the Pacific when they score. That would be amazing.
But in a sense, it makes sense to have Nieto since he is from Long Beach and the game is in L.A. A funny tidbit:
There you go, perfect.
last time the L.A. Kings hosted the All-Star game was in '02. The Sharks fans stuffed the ballot boxes so much that they had 3 starters on the team. We had Vinny Donfus and Owen Nolan on the North America side, and then you had some guy named Tamu Solani. He was on the world side. So, hey, if we can stuff the ballot boxes, well, why not, eh?
Let's do it.
Get on it, bud.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm working on the Photoshop tonight.
Do it.
Make it happen. I mean, he's not as cool as John Scott, but I mean, whatever. We'll settle for it.
We'll settle for it. I mean, hell, Zemzis Gergensen got into the All-Star game, so if we can't get Matt Nieto, Sharks fans are not as passionate as I thought they were.
True.
Well, what will happen is we'll have him surging in the vote, leading all the way, and then when it gets to the end, can't quite close the deal.
Oh.
So what?
That
He'll
would
get
be
the
Matt
Mike.
Nieto in a nutshell.
Oh,
So what?
man.
He'll get the Mike Greer Award for that.
Yeah, no, basically the equivalent of shooting the puck into the goalie's chest. Like, hey, you hit the plate. Good job.
Carried it clear through the neutral zone, straight up the middle, and then just.
Like, aiming for the goalie's chest, you're not going to be able to shoot the puck through his heart or anything like that. I mean, that'd be savage if you could, but come
Who
on,
does
bro.
he think he is? Fulton Reed from the Mighty Ducks? Come on. I make
Like,
it.
really
I
savage.
make it 1 out of 5.
Just makes you think of like something for like Metalocalypse and like that, like shoot the puck right through the goalie's heart, and heavy metal music starts playing.
Nah, man, it'd be Neats Beats playing.
Oh,
It'd be his. It would be his beats that he made on the Fruity Pebbles app.
What?
Oh my,
Yeah, that's.
my goodness.
I would
Pro Tools and all that shit.
Pro Tools. Yeah, there's a thing called Fruity Pebbles app, and it's where people with no talent go to produce their rap beats, like my brother.
I was gonna say, is that the voice of experience I hear? But close enough.
okay.
Yes.
So there was a game tonight. I remember that. I remember that's what we were here for. We were here to talk about a game of some kind.
Yeah, so kind of, I guess, getting back to it, Burnsy, according to Uncle Darren Stevens, had a goal and assist, his first multi-point game since October 18th against the Islanders. Wow, I didn't even think it was that far off or far.
And
away.
if I'm wrong, I think him and Pavelski are tied or close for team leading, point getters.
I think Burnsy had a slight advantage as the site comes up. No, Pavs now lead 16-14 in that.
Wow.
Well,
And of course,
are we sure we can trust any of these stats? I mean, it's just a bunch
Well, that's
of
true.
calculators and not very reliable.
I mean, they won the game on just 4 shots on goal with 0 time on ice.
Wow, that's magic.
I mean, seriously, Stanley Cup, here we come. Bam.
Did we just witness like the Federal League? Like we're just gonna start gooning our way to the championship? They're a disgrace to the game.
That's why we have Michael Haley on the team, right?
Thinking of going like XFL or WWE here or something like that. Have like Joe Thornton come out with a mic and start taunting the other team.
Let me tell you something, Mean
Oh.
Gene.
That would be the best.
Oh,
As a former XFL employee, thank you for the reference. Appreciate it.
For
Yes.
real though, we learned something new about Eric.
I was an assistant equipment manager for the Demons' only season around.
XFL
So close to getting a ring.
AOL. I mean, it all goes together.
Along with Blockbuster. Don't forget that.
oh God.
Wow.
Now we're truly showing our age. AOL, CompuServe, Gateway, Blockbuster, XFL.
I'm just waiting for the chat to just blow up any second now. It's just...
Bro. Really though. I mean, Wow. I also I want to say like, oh, did such and such want any of that? But I can't think of anything else more dated than any of that shit. Good job. Good job. I'm actually at a loss for once.
Boom! Look at that. I can just stun everybody and just with XFL and Blockbuster.
Okay, I mean, I guess did like Napster as well, or that would
It
be
was all
98
about
or
it was
something.
all about
Winamp.
LimeWire. It was all
Winamp,
about
yes.
LimeWire and Grokster. All right, and all their million viruses they would send you through there.
Computer HIV. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed because my cold meds are kicking in and I'm not doing very well.
Rocket, feel better, my dear. Take care.
I'm gonna try. Good night, you guys. Go Sharks.
Have a good one.
Sharks.
Go Sharks. We will probably discuss a little more 90s stuff here before we get out, but wow, do we have anything else or
No, I'm gonna
Eric?
go listen to my Ace of Base CD real quick.
Uh-oh, but see,
AJ, Eric, he don't hate me, he hate you. That's AJ in the chat there. Wow, that's a pretty, wow, that's an XFL reference right there if I ever saw one.
yeah, he hate me. Yeah, that was a fun year. That was a very fun year to do. Unfortunately, somebody had to buy WCW and just kill his competition. But I'm still not bitter about that at all.
I mean, did you also? You
I
could have
think
gotten a
it's
job
bad.
with the San Jose Lasers.
You know what? I went to school. I went to school when the Lasers play at the event center, so it was always nice to run into Jennifer Easy while
I was gonna say
coming back
like
from
Jennifer
class.
Easy, Sandy Shelley. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh yeah, good times, good times. Now we just need to have Roller Hockey International come back. That's how you fill in the summer withdrawals. Sure.
Mindbender X in the chat.
Yes.
I'll search for more 90s references on Alta Vista.
Yes. Oh, that's so. Oh man. And especially, yes, there you go, Mike. San Jose Rhinos versus Oakland Skates in RHI action. Don't forget the Sacramento River Rats though.
Tonight's just like throwback night on here. I guess that means we need to get some young blood on here next time. Get youngins like Eric and all them, other Eric. Because
Yes.
damn, all this dinosaurs here talking about shit from the 90s.
Oh, I could go further and say Double Dare's having their 30th anniversary special.
Well, we're just here to reiterate.
Legends of the Hidden Temple or GTFO.
You heard that they're doing a movie about Legends of the Hidden Temple, right?
Oh yeah. No, I was making my wife watch that with me on YouTube because she's like, "Wait, what's that?" I'm like, "This is awesome. It's terrible, and it's awesome."
I'm just waiting for them to bring back Global Guts. Do you have it?
Sleepy mofo. He said he's gonna go watch some Friends in 90210 while listening to Alanis Morissette and surf Pucknology on Netscape 56K.
Nice.
Isn't it ironic?
And Crystal
Don't you
Pepsi.
Yes. Oh,
Christine said to check Ask Jeeves.
that's wow.
AOL keyword Sharktastic.
Yes.
Oh my.
Outstanding. All right, we're getting crazy.
We're all over the
We're all
place
over the
here,
place.
so
I apologize
let's
for that.
talk a little upcoming schedule before we close this
Yeah,
out.
we have a big one coming up. It's against Chicago Wednesday night. The game will be on NBC, so that means it'll be on 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, of course, because the first one will go into a shootout. Come on now.
No, it's gonna go into a 14-round shootout. It's we all know how it happens. So what are the rivalries?
Good.
Who are the rivalry games that we have to wait after?
Oh goodness.
Who knows? But I mean, do we have to watch another damn Blackhawks Sharks game right before Thanksgiving? I mean, put anything else on other than that? Do we have to always play the freaking Blackhawks? Because it almost always, like, since they seem to win that one most of the time, it always leaves a bad taste in my mouth going into the holiday weekend. Like, damn it.
It's that damn circus road trip, which is why they're always out during Thanksgiving, which is why they're always.
I'd have to come here, though. I mean, nobody likes you, Blackhawks. Go away.
I agree
I'm
with
sure
that
some
sentiment.
people do, but I mean, talking about around here, nobody around here likes you. go
Well,
away.
and also they just came off of an embarrassing loss to the Edmonton Oilers, so you know they're going to be fired up. And what better punching bag for the Chicago Blackhawks than the San Jose Sharks?
Yep. And then after that, we have the Islanders at 1 o'clock, a matinee game on Friday. So, get in from, if you're Black Friday shopping, you can watch the Islanders and Sharks.
Yeah, and those tickets are incredibly cheap, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good tip.
In fact, if you want to do a double dip, I think you can get a Sharks and Barracuda game, plus a concert outside for $40.
Not worth it.
With the concert outside, like Vanilla Ice, if we're going on our 90.
No, it's Faith and Family Day. I think it's a Christian concert.
Oh, so it's like Faith plus one or something.
Sure.
Plus one. South Park, brah.
Right.
I need you in my life, Jesus.
AJ's asking, do the Sharks wear their black jerseys on Black Friday? Yes, that's one of the ones that they will be wearing their black jerseys. And in fact, I think they're also wearing them on Saturday too. So
why they do this?
Yeah, and on Saturday, they have a rare home back-to-back. So on Friday they have the Islanders, and then on Saturday they have Anaheim. At least though it's an early game on Friday, so it won't be quite as back-to-back like, I guess.
Right.
They'll be playing at nap time on Friday, so hopefully they won't be sleepwalking through that one because the Islanders got some speed and shit.
And both of those games are having promotional handouts where on the Friday game, it is the Joe Pavelski start line action figure. And then on Saturday, it's the big one that everybody's going to be clamming after is the Martin Jones bobblehead.
Yep. Yeah, they're smart to get the giveaways on a weekend where they could probably use it where people are going to be distracted at Valley Fair and Santana Row. I think that's a smart idea to put those giveaways in there.
Gen X in the chat reminding everyone to be kind and rewind.
Yes. Oh goodness, yeah. So it's going to be a very, very interesting week. The Islanders are going to want to avenge their loss in October, and at the same time, you're going to have Chicago, who's going to be obviously pissed.
AJ in the chat saying a promotional handout isn't getting him to those games. A promotional handout, on the other hand. Hey, it's after dark.
Oh my. Oh boy.
But guys, remember to rewind the YouTube when you're done watching it.
Right. Make sure you start when you actually hear a different mic from me. Oh boy. So that's basically what the Sharks coming up this week. It's going to be a very interesting week. They can definitely get back into the race for sure. Should we do Slushy's question?
No.
I mean, how many slushy questions have we had this year? Is it 10, 12, or 13 and a half?
Or D, way too many.
Okay, that's too easy, dude. I mean, wanted a precise number here because, yeah, bro. It's all part of the game, man. Yeah, screw it. Let's hear the slushy question. We can break it down.
All right. In Daniel Regan's last season at Boston University last year, how many goals did he score? Keep in mind, he did play 39 games, so that should help you out in this. Was it A, 17, B, 19, or C, 22?
D, 69.
All right. And Gentry?
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Unfortunately, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer we were looking for was 17. 17 was the answer. Overall, he's
16 going on 17?
No, because that'll get you a nice little seat over here from Scott Hansen on To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, the Nashville edition.
Yes.
So basically, so Wednesday night reminder, that isn't NBCSN game. Expected to start at 7:15. Although with Chicago, I would think they're going to really quickly jump over to us in a heartbeat. I would venture to guess Randy will be calling the game unless they go with the Chicago guys. Where is it here? It's of course it's Comcast-owned Philadelphia Flyers versus the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Because that's such a Wednesday night rivalry game.
Hell yeah, bro! You can't get pumped up for that shit.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. This rivalry.
All right.
If you ain't down with Wednesday night rivalry, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
AJ
It's
saying
that big rivalry.
AJ saying, fun fact, Winger 17 was Eric's senior prom theme. No, actually, believe it or not, we dated ourselves and went with the Breakfast Club's Don't You Forget About Me.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, so expect the game to start around 7:15 for Hawks and Sharks.
And if you're going to the game, be sure to watch out for the cold November rain.
Because you can see our love strained. And, darling, when I hold you.
Don't you know I feel the same?
Yeah.
Very nice, guys. Very nice. All right. That being said, final thoughts, Chris?
Final thought. I mean, the Sharks have been all over the place this year, so maybe it's the start of a win streak. Maybe it's the start of a couple wins before a couple losses. I really don't know. They haven't really managed to go on a real consistent pair yet. So, get it out of their system now. Find what works. Get lines that gel, because it seems like we're finally seeing the top line start to really control play, which we hadn't seen. The Couture line's been good most of the year. Mm-hmm. Bottom 6 still questionable, but I think there's potential there. The Blackhawks coming to town. I don't know how Wednesday will look, but it'll be fun. It always is every single year. So yeah, we shall see. And it's been fun. It's great to be back. It's been a while.
Yes, it's great to have you back for sure. We've missed you, and hopefully it'll be nice and easy for you the rest of the year. But Jen, your final thoughts tonight?
Well, with all this drama in the LBC, it's hard for. No, I thought the game was good. I think the Sharks kind of needed a nice. They needed to win this game because it was, as people have said, this was a winnable game. The New Jersey has been, they're without Taylor Hall, which is their big piece that they added in, the offseason. So they should have won this game. They did win this game. It's nice that they're going to have some confidence, and now they can go into Wednesday against the Blackhawks with some gusto. Hopefully that then they can really make a statement game and actually beat the Blackhawks. That'd be nice. But yeah. I'd really like to go to the game on Friday. So I want that figure.
Oh, you want the figurine, not the bobblehead?
No, I'm not thirsty for Martin Jones.
Gotcha. All right, and with
no, I don't have a Joner. So I'm a fantasy team.
I did have a Jum Boner tonight, though.
Yes.
All he needed, just one day, that 4-goal game will happen.
So, with that being said, the Sharks do win 4-0 over the New Jersey Devils. They're back into 3rd place in the Pacific. We will see you after the game on Wednesday night, and because it is an NBCSN game, that means your only, and I mean only, post-game show is this one. So
that's true every single Sharks game, but especially this one.
So if our good buddy who has very nice ties, Brody, wants to come on and join us, by all means, come on over, and we'll have fun with that. But until Wednesday, we will see you then, and keep it real, keep it tight, keep it real tight. and
Say,
walk
come on
ice.
over, Brody.